Namaste, my friends. Welcome to Shima Flow Yoga. I'm Jodi, and today is the 6th video of our 7-part series, Yoga for the Complete Beginner. So today we are focusing on Vinyasa Yoga. And what is Vinyasa Yoga? Well, Vinyasa Yoga is a fast-moving practice where we connect one breath with one movement. We are going to build some heat, create strength, increase our flexibility, and really get that energy moving. And it will be a challenging practice today, so just make sure you take it at your own pace. Rest when you need to, and join in when you're ready. So grab your yoga mat and let's find your happy place. Okay, so today we're starting in Sukhasana, an easy seated position. If you want to grab your blanket or a block or anything to elevate your hips, go ahead and grab that and let's get situated. So resting your hands comfortably on your lap, let's close our eyes. And we're just taking the first few minutes to check in or tune into our body. So let's first start to breathe in and out through the nose, taking a deep breath in through your nose and slowly letting the air out. And just start to focus on your breath. Notice your thoughts here. Let's try to create more space between our thoughts by continuing to focus on our breathing. So every time a thought enters your mind, just recognize that and then come back to your breath. And check in with how you're feeling physically in your body today. And always remember, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're thinking, it's all okay. It's all good. You're exactly where you're supposed to be in this moment. So as we begin this practice, let's open our heart to acceptance and non-judgment. Slowly blink open your eyes, and let's come on to our hands and knees. So we're going to start in a cat-cow vinyasa. So place your hands under your shoulders, spread your fingers nice and wide, knees under the hips. We're going to inhale, lift the heart, lift the tailbone, lift the gaze. Now press away through the hands. And then again, notice what you're feeling, the compression in the spine, maybe the openness in the front of the body. We're going to exhale and round the back, press away into cat pose, navel to spine. Drop the head, let it be heavy. Create space through the back of the neck as you gaze towards your navel, your thighs. Inhale again into cow. And exhale into cat. So continue to move this way at your own pace. So following your breath, every time you come into your cow pose, you're inhaling, and every time you come into your cat pose as you round the back, you're exhaling. So a good way to remember your breathing in vinyasa is, as we inhale, for the most part, we rise. We inhale up towards the sky, and as we exhale lower to the earth. And then as you're moving through, try to really connect the breath and movement. So right when the inhale begins, that's when your posture begins. When the inhale ends, that's when the posture ends. And the same thing for the exhale, and not feeling like you have to rush through. You start to warm up the spine. Do one more inhale into your cow pose. Exhale to child's pose, sit back on your heels. Let's stretch the arms out in front, about shoulder width distance. Again, walk your hands away Rest your forehead down and just stretch for a moment. Now right here we're in child's pose. This is a pose of honor. So let's honor ourselves in our practice, every practice, by coming here if you need to rest or take a break, just to check in. We're going to come into downward facing dog. So walk those hands a little further away. Again, spread the fingers, plant the hands down, and your hands are just a little wider than shoulder width distance, okay? So we're going to rise up onto the knees, okay? Tuck the toes under, lift your knees, lift your hips, and then push away from your hands so your chest starts to move towards your thighs. So you're shaped like an inverted V, okay? Feet are about hip width distance. So as you push away, pull the belly in, lift your hips higher, press your heels towards the mat. And then, again, keep your head heavy here so you're looking at your knees or even towards your navel if you want that deeper stretch in the back of your neck. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Now we're going to inhale and you're going to come up on your toes, lift your heels high and bend your knees. Now as you look up to your hands, you're either going to walk, step, or jump your feet all the way up to your hands into a forward fold. Okay, and from here you can keep your knees bent here or straighten out. We're going to inhale to a halfway lift. So bring your hands to your shins, push into your shins, lift halfway up, your back is flat. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and take your gaze slightly forward. And then exhale back down to a forward fold. Chest to thighs, look at your knees. Head is heavy. Now inhale, stand up. You're going to root down through your feet. So really root through your feet, squeeze through your thighs as you stand up. Sweep your arms out and up towards the sky. Take the gaze up. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart. So we're going to start with Sun Salutation A. We're going to do it 3 times, okay? So I'm going to show you a couple different variations for your Sun Salutation A. So we're going to inhale, reach your arms up, full stretch. Take the gaze up. Exhale, forward fold, diving down. Okay, chest to thighs. Again, bend the knees if you need to. If you can't reach the floor, just take your hands to your shins. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Okay, now exhale, plant your hands right outside the feet. Again, shoulder width distance. And you're going to step back, okay, to plank pose. So this is your high push-up position. Okay, wrists under the shoulders. Now drop your knees down towards the mat. And we're going to work on this upper body strength, okay? So you're going to slowly lower down. Bend your elbows. And you want to come down as slow as you can. This is where we're building this upper body strength, okay? If you flop all the way down, it's okay. You'll start building strength as you continue to practice more. Now flip your feet over, tops of the feet. Inhale, press into your hands and lift the chest up. The elbows are bent here, okay? Gaze is forward. This is called Cobra. Draw the shoulders away from your ears, okay? If you want more intensity, you're going to come up even higher. You're going to straighten your arms into upward facing dog, okay? So you notice my knees are resting on the mat. If you want even more intensity, more challenge, you're going to lift your knees up. This is a full upward facing dog, so a little bit more upper body and overall body strength right here, okay? Now exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips up, and push away into your downward facing dog. We're going to pause here and take a few deep breaths. Good. Melt the heart down, lift your hips higher, press your heels down into the mat, and just notice what you're feeling in your body. It's all about this wonderful sensation that we're experiencing in our bodies. Okay, we're going to inhale, come up on the toes, bend your knees. Exhale. So again, you're either going to walk or maybe step 1 foot at a time forward into your forward fold. You always have that option of hopping the feet forward too. Now inhale, halfway, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale and fold all the way down. Inhale, rise up to standing. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. We're going to pick up the pace just a little bit. Inhale, reach the arms up, take the gaze up. Exhale, forward fold, come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back into your plank pose. And lower elbows in all the way. Chaturanga Dandasana, low push-up position. Inhale, flip your feet, press into your hands, lift your heart. Remember, you can go low or higher into your back bend. And then exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Let's pause here. So these sun salutations are designed to warm up the body. Our Sun Salutation A really focuses on the spine. Inhale, come up on your toes, bend your knees. Exhale, look up. Again, walk, step, or maybe jump this time all the way between the hands. Inhale, lift halfway, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale and fold all the way down. Inhale, rise up to standing. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step, or maybe this time jump back into your plank and lower down. And if you want more intensity, you guys, you can keep those knees up, okay? So you can keep the knees up in your plank, bend your elbows and lower, okay? Flip your feet, inhale, lift up, cobra or higher to upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Now let's take a few breaths here. Push away through the hands. Okay, let's get a little bit deeper. Sometimes moving into these poses, right, can be a little uncomfortable. That stretch, right? A little uncomfortable in that stretch, but that's okay. Of course, we never want to feel any sort of pain, but that discomfort means that we're working, we're changing, we're transforming. Okay, inhale, up on the toes, bend your knees, look up, exhale, walk, step, or jump fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand all the way up. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Okay, one last time, you guys. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back into your plank pose, knees up or down, lower down halfway. Good. A little more challenge. As you're halfway down in this push-up, right here, without dropping the knees, flip the feet over and lift up into your upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Okay, so you see in our sun salutations, lots of options that we can choose from to move our bodies through the sequence of poses. Okay, so we're going to take the left foot and just kind of bring it right into the center of the mat. And then inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky. And exhale, I'm going to step it all the way through between the hands. So big step forward. And if you need to, take your hand around your ankle and give yourself a little bit of a assist here by getting that foot forward. Spin the back foot flat, so anchor your heel down. And then stand up. Right knee is bent. This is called Warrior One. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Okay, hips are square to the front of the mat. Now we're going to exhale to Warrior Two. We're going to open up, arms out to a T. Okay, keep that bend in the knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Stretch the right arm up. And then exhale, side angle pose. Take your forearm on top of your thigh. Reach your left arm up and over your ear. Good. Inhale, back up. Reverse warrior. Stretch all the way up. And exhale, windmill the hands all the way down. Step back into your plank position. Knees up or down, lower down. Good. Inhale, scoop up through the heart into your back bend, either into Cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts up. Exhale, step through. Spin your back foot flat. Warrior One. Inhale, stand up, stretch your arms up. Hips are square to the front. Exhale, Warrior Two. Open your hips and heart to the right, arms to a T. Inhale, reverse. Stretch the left arm up towards the sky. Nice side body stretch here. Exhale, side angle, forearm to your thigh. Reach your right arm up and over your ear. Let's come back to reverse warrior. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Good. Exhale, windmill your hand all the way down. Step back into your plank position. Again, lower down, elbows bend, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, scoop up to Cobra, or maybe a little higher to upward facing dog. And then exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Good. Hold right here. Press away. Let's inhale, come up on the toes, bend the knees. Exhale, walk, step, or jump your feet all the way forward between your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to standing. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Good. Now as you inhale, Go ahead and step your left foot out and turn to facing the long edge of your mat. Your toes are pointed forward. We're in a straddle forward bend. We're going to inhale and sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, clasp your hands behind your back. Okay, inhale, straighten the arms, roll the shoulder heads back, lean back, lift your heart, and then exhale, fold all the way down. You're going to bring those arms up and away from your back. Head is heavy. Good. Now, in this forward bend, start to kind of shift your weight forward just slightly towards the balls of your feet. Relax the head, give it a little shake. Take one more breath in. Exhale, slowly release the arms to the back and then to the mat. Now lift up halfway here so you have a flat back. Place your left hand in the center of the mat and then reach your right arm up towards the sky into a twist. Good, and then exhale, release. And then inhale, twist, left arm lifts up. Exhale, release. Let's move with the breath. Inhale, right arm lifts up, twisting open. Exhale, release. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Good, exhale, inhale, right arm. Exhale, release. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, release. One more each side. Move with your breath. Good. Coming back to this forward bend, we're going to walk the hands back to the front of the mat and step back to downward facing dog. Okay, so inhale, lift the right leg up again. This time we're going to come to Pigeon Pose. We're going to open up those hips a little bit. So draw the knee into the chest, drop it behind the right wrist, and then sweep your right foot over to the left, slide your left leg back. Take a deep breath in, lift your heart, exhale, and fold. I'm just going to pause here for a couple breaths as we open up the right hip. If you need a little support, you can slide a blanket underneath your right hip or even a block. Good, we're going to rise up. Now, shift your weight over to the right. Sweep your left leg around front. Your right foot comes to the inside of the left inner thigh. We're going to inhale and stretch the arms up. And exhale, fold right over this front leg, Janu Shavasana. Flex your foot, okay? We want to get active here. Flex the foot. See if you can press the back of the knee down and just start to pull yourself in. Shoulders back, lead with the heart. Nice stretch to the back of the body, your calf muscle. Once you flex, right, you get that nice stretch to your calf. You press the knee down a little bit deeper through the hamstring. And as we fold forward, opening up the back and the spine. Good. Rise up. Sweep this leg back around. Come back to downward facing dog. So you're going to tuck the toe under and step back. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing on the left leg. So inhale, take the left leg up. Exhale, draw the left knee in towards the left hand. Extend the right leg back. Inhale, lift your heart up. And exhale, fold all the way down. Good, just breathing into this area where you're feeling the most sensation. Allowing yourself to create more openness, more space. Good. Let's rise all the way up. Shift your weight over to the left. Sweep your right leg out in front. Let's place the sole of the foot to the inner thigh and reach up. Inhale and exhale, folding. Flex the foot, draw it towards you, back the knee down, relaxing. Forehead down towards your leg or your gaze towards your leg. And it's super, super important, you guys, to remember that what you look like in a pose makes no difference, okay? It's how you feel. We're all on a journey to feel good, right? So let go of any comparison, any judgment, or expectation, right? Just a couple more breaths. And let's go ahead and rise up. Okay, we're going to sweep this leg around again to the back. Come back up into downward facing dog. And then this time, come back forward into that plank pose. Let's lower our bodies down to the mat. Your chin, your gaze is forward, arms to your sides. Take an inhale, lift the chest. Now roll the shoulders back, reach the hands back. Exhale, lift your legs. Hold right here, locust. If you want to, you can interlace your fingers here. Let's straighten the legs, squeeze through the thighs as you lift, right? Your butt, your thighs, point your toes. Reach back with your fingers like you're trying to touch your feet. Good. Now notice all that strength in the back of your body. This is strength we're building, making our muscles stronger. So keep breathing, lift up. Take one more breath in. Exhale, release, and just pause in this position, resting your chin on your hands, or if it feels good to rest your head to one side or the other, you can do that. We won't be in this resting position too long. So we're going to come to that locust pose one more time. Okay, so bring your hands to your sides, gaze forward, inhale, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, lift the legs, point the toes, squeeze and lift. So we're working towards our edge, and our edge is like right between difficult and easy. It's not pushing too hard, but it's not coasting either. It's right in the middle. Keep lifting, keep breathing. Take one more breath in, and then exhale, release. Hands under the shoulders. Let's come to child's pose. Push in to the hands, lift the hips, sit back. And fold forward. So child's pose, your knees can be wide or they can be together. Sometimes it feels good to let our bellies and our chests sink down towards the mat. But other times it feels good when you have your legs together to have that support for your torso. So whatever feels best for you in this moment, take yourself there. Good. Now, bring your knees together if they're not. Reach back and grab onto your heels. Place your head on the mat right at your hairline, and then lift your hips up and roll onto the top of your head, coming into hare pose. So just getting a little bit of a deeper stretch through the back, through the shoulders, through the spine. Good. One more breath in. Exhale, release out. Let's rise up and swing your legs around. Okay, we're coming onto our back now. So as you come onto your back, bring your knees to your chest. Okay, happy baby pose. Feet come up in the air. Open the knees wide. Okay, so you have a couple different places you can grab onto. First, you can take your peace fingers around your big toes. Okay, and you're going to pull down. Okay, if that's not working, outside of the feet you grab onto. You can hold onto the ankles or grab the back of the thighs. If you have a strap, wrap the strap around the feet and pull down. Okay, so we're just going to hold for a couple breaths here. Happy baby is a great hip opening pose, hips and hamstrings. Not one of my favorite poses because I can definitely feel this one. And that's generally a good rule of thumb. If you are avoiding a certain pose, it's probably because you need it the most. So in that case, you just come to your breath, really focus on breathing and allow yourself to get through the challenge of holding the pose. It's all about the breath. Good. Let's take one more inhale. And exhale, release. Okay. Keep the knees into the chest, drop them over to the right. Take your gaze to the left. Spinal twist. Use your right hand to gently press on the outside of the leg. And then come back to center. Let's take the knees over to the left, gaze to the right, and gently pressing. If you want that extra sensation, if you need a little bit more, take your left hand, press on the outside of that right thigh. Good. Come back to center. Inhale, hug the knees into your chest. And exhale, let's extend the feet to the corners of the mat. We'll move into our final resting pose of Shavasana. This is a place of stillness and relaxation. So allow your body to become as still as possible. Let's continue to create more space between our thoughts as we focus on our breath. Okay, so let's start to bring a little movement into the body. Maybe wiggling your fingers and your toes. And if you want to stay in this Shavasana, in this relaxation a little bit longer, feel free to do so. Otherwise, let's bend the knees and roll over onto your side. And then slowly press your way up back to Sukhasana, right? That easy seated pose. Let's keep the eyes closed here so we can really tune into the sensation and vibration in the body. Bring your hands to your heart. Just notice how you feel. Notice the energy. Notice the strength, the flexibility in your body. Maybe feeling a little more at peace, a little calmer. And just taking the time, give yourself this time to notice and to feel. Let's take one more inhale. Reach the arms up above the head. Full stretch up. And exhale. Bring your hands back to your heart. Namaste. Thanks for joining me today. Try this practice at least 3 times a week for increased strength, flexibility, energy, and vitality. And notice and see if you become less reactive to certain situations through your practice of yoga. If you like this video, press the like button, share it with others, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Shima Flow Yoga. Stay tuned for our next video and last video of our series, Beginner Meditation. I will see you soon. Namaste.